After 13 opposition parties in an open letter accused Centre and BJP of stoking communal tensions and questioned Prime Minister Narendra Modi over being silent about the issue, BJP President JP Nadda has written a letter to the citizens of the country, hitting out at opposition, calling them out for their politics, vote bank and divisive politics. Nadda in the letter said that instances of violence also take place in Rajasthan and Bengal, Karnataka and Kerala. Nadda also alleged that many riots took place when Congress was in centre, and the Grand Old Party criticizes terrorists when in opposition and backs terror when they are in power. Nadda further added that Congress is rattled by BJP's recent win in state polls.
मुझे दुख के साथ कहना पड़ता है कि आज कांग्रेस पार्टी is behaving in the most irresponsible manner. और मैं ये पूछना चाहूंगा कि क्या पीएफआई के लोगों को जो ऑन बुक्स लाए गए थे उनको छुड़ाने का काम सिद्धारमैया ने किया था कि नहीं किया था, इसकी जनता, कर्नाटक की जनता जवाब चाहती है। आतंकवाद के खिलाफ बोलते हो और आतंकवादियों को छोड़ते हो, अंदर से दोस्ती रखते हो और बाहर मुखौटा लेकर के चलते हो। कुछ लोग राजनीति में बौखला गए हैं और उनकी बौखलाहट कहीं न कहीं समाज को विघटित करने के षड्यंत्रों के साथ जुड़ जाती है। इसीलिए आपने देखा होगा कहीं रामनवमी के शोभा यात्रा पर अटैक, कहीं कुछ। यही बोमई साहब का विषय है। ही इज द चीफ मिनिस्टर, ही इज द होम मिनिस्टर. He will certainly investigate into the details of it. But on the face of it, I can say कि ये डिजाइन्ड तरीके से समाज को खंडित करने की कोशिश हो रही है.
Polami Saha reporting from Delhi joins us for the very latest. Polami, it is the opposition's job to question, and no matter what happened in the past, and no one denies the fact that there were communal tensions even before the BJP came into power. Here, the question being asked to the BJP is on the communal tensions that took place across the length and breadth of this country. How can the response be whataboutery?
Well, that is, of course, the question that the critics and the opponents of the BJP will continue to ask. It, of course, remains to be seen if at all the opposition parties, which in fact penned this open letter to fellow Indians critiquing the Bharatiya Janata Party and saying that there was indeed a climate of hate which was being propagated by the BJP across the country, alleging them of playing communal politics, whether indeed they are going to take this forward and launch further campaigns against the Bharatiya Janata Party and the centre. That remains to be seen. For now, the BJP has hit back and said, of course, that what happened in the past, who was in fact ruling in the past. That is the question that the BJP president has asked in his open letter to fellow Indians, which of course is taking a pot shot at these opposition parties, calling them rusted and dusted, and saying that it remains to be seen those who have come together to pen a letter, whether they'll stay together in spirit as well, accusing them of playing divisive politics, saying that it is them who are stoking communal passions and fires when they're in fact making those allegations against the Bharatiya Janata Party, and they should instead be focusing on developmental politics and urging them to focus on that, is what the BJP president has said, Jyoti.
That's right. Polami, leave it at that. We'll keep coming back to you for more on this story as more reactions come in after what JP Nadda ended up saying in response to the letters written by the opposition party. As Delhi probe intensifies, probe in Delhi's Jahangirpuri riots case, where a Shobha Yatra was targeted on the occasion of Hanuman Jayanti on Saturday, a forensic team has now reached the spot where the violence took place and will be gathering crucial evidence for the case. A team of Delhi Crime Branch is also now accompanying and assisting, the forensic team. Delhi police is also probing the conspiracy angle in the riots. Up until now, 21 people have been arrested in the case and many have been detained. FIR in the case confirms that stones were pelted on the Shobha Yatra and some youth members also opened fire at the religious procession. Delhi police is now scanning over 100 videos of violence that have surfaced. Cops are now using these videos to identify the rioters, and a manhunt has been launched to nab them.
The crime branch has begun the investigation in Jahangirpuri riots, and the first is to collecting the forensic evidence. So here at the epicenter, that is the place at Jama Masjid outside where the first round of clashes took place between the two communities during the procession day before yesterday. The Delhi police forensic team has reached here, and now you can see all this entire stretch has been barricaded totally, of course, because these forensic evidences are being gathered. The special team with these special equipments have gone inside all these gullies, and moreover, besides these evidences, the CCTV footage and also the viral videos, multiple viral videos, of course, from each other side accusing that first who provoked, all being examined. And now the forensics team is visiting this place, collecting the evidences, recording of this statement. Everything makes it really crucial when it comes to the investigation. So far, the arrests have been made, and of course, further interrogation will take place, and likely to be made more arrests by the crime branch as when the investigation proceeds further. For now, it is the gathering of the evidences which is taking place here at Ground Zero in Jahangirpuri. In National Capital, this is Ashutosh Mishra for India Today.
Stone pelting. Swords brandished. Violence and arson. Around 5:40 p.m. on Saturday, a Hanuman Jayanti Shobha Yatra in northwest Delhi's Jahangirpuri flared up into this. The timing just before locals in the area were going to offer namaz at the mosque. Stones and glass bottles were allegedly pelted at the procession. Several vehicles were torched.
इस चौराहे पे हंगामा शुरू हो गया, एक शोर उठा, लोग इधर उधर भागने लगे और पथराव शुरू हो गया। सिर्फ पथराव ही नहीं, आप देख सकते हैं जगह जगह जमीन पर कांच के टुकड़े पड़े हुए हैं, पत्थर पड़े हुए हैं। कांच के टुकड़े गवाही दे रहे हैं कि इस उपद्रव में शराब की, बियर की बोतलों का इस्तेमाल किया गया। एक दूसरे को ऊपर इस तरह से हमले किए गए और जगह जगह बिखरे हुए हैं। गाड़ियों में आगजनी कर दी गई। एक दो दुकानें ऐसी हैं जिनका दुकानदारों का ये कहना है कि उनकी दुकान में लूटपाट भी की गई। वो डर के मारे दुकान के अंदर जाकर छुप गए थे। कहा यह जा रहा है कि इस इलाके में एक मस्जिद मौजूद है। जब जुलूस वहां पे पहुंचा, उसके बाद जो नारेबाजी हो रही थी उसको लेकर कोई विवाद शुरू हुआ और विवाद इतना बढ़ गया कि वो पथराव में तब्दील हो गया।
Violent clashes between two communities led to at least 6 cops being injured.
आपके हाथ में गोली लगी है? तो क्या उस वक्त क्या हुआ था? आप हिंसा के दौरान वहाँ मौजूद थे, हुआ क्या था एग्जैक्टली? हैं? भीड़ में से गोली मारी आपको?
Some locals say that there was ruckus just before the Shobha Yatra reached the mosque because of the loud music, and that some people allegedly tried to put a saffron flag out there.
दिल से मानते हैं, हम कोई नारे लगा के ड्रामाबाजी करके शो नहीं दिखाते। और आने के बाद इन्होंने क्या किया, मस्जिद के अंदर चढ़ने के बाद झंडा लगाया, और जब झंडा लगाया तो हमने उन्हें रोका। जब हमने रोका तो उन्होंने हम पे पत्थर, लाठी जो भी थे उन्होंने चार्ज किया। जब चार्ज किया तो हम सारे आ गए, क्योंकि देखो जब जान जा रही है तो हमारा काम है बचाना, मरने का तो काम नहीं है। मालिक ने हमें भी हाथ पैर दिया है तो हमने बस वो काम किया।
को पहले यहाँ से भगाया, खदेड़ा यहाँ से, फिर वहाँ से वो 4 पुलिस वाले लेकर आए, फिर जय श्री राम, फिर हंगामा कराया उन्होंने, फिर उन पे पथराव हुआ है, फिर उन्होंने पथराव किया, फिर पथराव करके वो कभी वो उधर भाग रहे, इधर भाग रहे। अगर पुलिस होती तो वहाँ पे झगड़ा ही नहीं होता।
Police say that there was heavy stone pelting from both sides. The situation was brought under control after almost 2 hours at about 8 p.m. Teams of Rapid Action Force and the CRPF were deployed. Home Minister Amit Shah took stock of the situation on ground.
पुलिस जो मौजूद थी उसने इमीडिएटली इस सिचुएशन को कंटेन किया और शांति व्यवस्था को बहाल किया। इस प्रक्रिया में कुछ पुलिस वाले घायल हुए हैं, और बाकी हम लोगों ने केस दर्ज कर दिया है और इसकी विवेचना, इसका इन्वेस्टिगेशन शुरू हो गया। इन्वेस्टिगेशन से बातें आगे पता लगेगी।
जाहिर है कि इस पूरे मामले में दिल्ली पुलिस का रुख साफ है कि कार्रवाई सख्त से सख्त की जाएगी और आज तमाम इस पूरे इलाके में रैपिड एक्शन फोर्स, दिल्ली पुलिस के जवान, दिल्ली पुलिस के कमांडो सब तैनात हैं और इस बात की कोशिश की जा रही है कि यहाँ पर किसी भी तरह की बदअमनी ना फैल सके।
Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal appealed for peace.
सब लोगों को शांति बनाए रखनी है, सब लोगों को व्यवस्था बनाए रखनी है और अगर ज़रूरत पड़े तो जो एजेंसीज़ हैं, जो पुलिस है, जो सरकारें हैं जिनकी जिम्मेदारी है, दिल्ली में केंद्र सरकार की जिम्मेदारी है, तो केंद्र सरकार दिल्ली में शांति व्यवस्था बनाए रखे।
But not surprisingly, politics erupted soon after the clashes.
ये छोटे छोटे आतंकी हमले देश भर में करने की कोशिश, देश का माहौल बिगाड़ने की कोशिश, राम भक्तों को, हनुमान भक्तों को, हिंदुओं को दहशत में लाने की, डराने की कोशिश। छतों में पहले से पत्थर इकट्ठे हैं, बम इकट्ठे हैं, बारूद इकट्ठा है। इसके खिलाफ बहुत निर्णायक कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए। जैसे दिल्ली में दंगे हुए थे, उसी प्रकार के दंगों की साजिश है।
और मैं मुख्यमंत्री अरविंद केजरीवाल जी से भी निवेदन करूंगा कि ये समय घटना से पल्ला झाड़ने का नहीं है, जिम्मेदारी से भागने का नहीं है। मिल करके ऐसी घटनाओं में दोषी को सजा दिलाने के लिए आगे आना चाहिए।
Delhi police sources say it is suspected that some shots were fired during the riots too. Drones have been deployed to investigate if the violence was pre-planned and if stones were being hoarded on rooftops to provoke. There are many questions that arise, but only a thorough probe will be able to answer them. With Arvind Oja and Tasneem Haider, Bureau Report, India Today. Ashutosh Mishra is joining us live from Jahangirpuri. Ashutosh, 21 have been arrested. Many detailed FIR is also confirming that stones were pelted on the Shobha Yatra. But what about the people in the Shobha Yatra who were seen brandishing weapons? What is the action that the Delhi police has taken against them?
Well, perhaps we do not have any official word from the Delhi police as far as action against those who were part of the procession. And perhaps since the FIR itself said it was peaceful procession at least more than 3 times, so clearly we do not see any action at the moment. But what is happening here in Jahangirpuri, just 5 to 10 minutes ago, we saw the team of the special, the crime branch that is probing this case now since it has been handed over. Still, I can see a few men right there. So one person, almost the arrest has been gone more than 23 now because one person been arrested just 10 minutes ago. That includes 2 minors as well. In the meanwhile, the forensic team is gathering the evidences, scientific evidences, collecting CCTV footages. And also the probe on the multiple videos are also underway. Now there you see. That's the team of the forensic lab. They are collecting the evidences because all these evidences are really going to be significant in terms of investigation. They have been here since 9 o'clock this morning, and the crime branch team.
But are we asking that question to them, Ashutosh? Are we asking that question that, the video clearly shows them brandishing swords in the air, and that's good that they've taken action against the ones who started provoking at the Shobha Yatra. But why was there a need to carry weapons in a religious procession in the first place? And why is it that the Delhi police has not taken any action? Are we asking this question to them?
Well, technically this question goes to the IO, but practically the question goes on the police leadership. End of the day, the decision has to be taken by the Delhi Police Commissioner. He has to guide a transparent probe and a fair probe that will ensure justice and that will ensure trust on the police and as an investigative agency. Clearly those questions are being asked, and be it the from studio and of course political leadership, the opposition, we the media and the people, of course, they are asking this question, that where is the fair probe that Delhi police should be committed to the people. But for now all these actions are taking place here. The police are making arrests, but the right and the fair question is that what about the other side, because the accusations have been leveled from both the sides. The smoke wasn't without fire, there was fire and that led to the smoke. So clearly, since there is no such action taking at the moment, and that's exactly where the question is being asked to the Delhi police at the moment. But yes, there is no one from the police leadership who's coming out to answer these questions. Perhaps that's exactly why the question is being asked again and again. again, Chaiti.
Thank you, Ashutosh, for that all-encompassing report. Ashutosh has been tracking the story from the start, and we'll keep coming back to you for more on this. In the meanwhile, we're getting some breaking news coming in. The breaking news, viewers, is about India today speaking to the kin of the accused who was seen firing country-made gun. The mother has admitted firing by the accused son. That's the big breaking story that we're getting you at the moment. Breaking news just coming in. We're just getting you that reaction as well. Listen in to the mother admitting firing by the accused son.
हमारे साथ एक आरोपी सलीम चिकना की मां मौजूद है, हम उनसे बात करते हैं। सलीम चिकना को पुलिस ने अरेस्ट क्यों किया?
बिना कसूर में अरेस्ट कर दिया, कुछ नहीं करा। हमारा बच्चा पूरा गोली वाला बोलेगा ऐसा अरेस्ट कर दिया उसको।
तो क्या ये जो आप तस्वीर में दिखाइए जरा दीपक, ये जो तस्वीर है ये कौन है? ये
हमारा लड़का है।
क्या नाम है इसका?
उसका सोनू है।
पूरा नाम क्या है?
पूरा नाम सोनू है।
सोनू, बाकी उपनाम
और कुछ नहीं नाम ना।
तो आप लोग कहाँ के रहने वाले हैं?
हम लोग कोलकाता का रहने वाला, मोइसादाल हल्दिया हमारा घर है।
तो ये पुलिस ने कुछ बताया कि सलीम को क्यों अरेस्ट किया?
कुछ वाला नहीं, घुसने ही नहीं दे रहा।
अच्छा,
घुसने ही नहीं दे रहा। भगा रही तो सुबह गया, वहाँ से भी हम लोग को भगाया। हमारा बहू हम गया।
ये आपका बेटा क्या करता है?
कौन सा?
ये बेटा क्या करता है?
ये बेटा तो चिकन दुकान है।
अच्छा,
हाँ।
तो ये कैसे वहाँ भीड़ में पहुँच गए?
ये भीड़ में पहुंच गया, बोले हिंदू मुस्लिम में लड़ाई हो रहा, तो वो रोजा खुलने का टाइम हो गया, कोई बच्चा से वो ये छीन के वो गुस्सा में वो चलाने लग गया। तो किसी को चोट नहीं लगा, कुछ नहीं लगा। ऐसा धमकी दे रहा। जब बजरंग बली सब आया मानने को, तो हमारा लड़का उसको होते डर देने के लिए ऐसा ही बंदूक चलाया। तो वो उसमें नहीं था। काल के ऐसा ही वीडियो बना के कोई दुश्मनी करके बुढ़िया बना के छोड़ दिया।
अभी ये कहाँ पे है सोनू?
अभी कहाँ के डर में कहाँ भाग गया पता नहीं। पुलिस वाला आके तो हमारा ऊपर से नहीं दे, छानबीन कर रहा खाली।
आपका घर कौन सा? ये वाला घर है?
ये वाला।
ये दिखाने की कोशिश करेंगे कि सलीम, जो इनकी मां है, इनका कहना है कि सलीम बिल्कुल भी किसी तरह से किसी दंगे में शामिल
नहीं था। उसका वैसा शौक में उठाया। हाँ।
क्या भाई की वजह से तो नहीं उठाया?
नहीं,
गोली चला रहा?
नहीं, भाई के वजह से नहीं। पहले उसका नाम दिया, पहले उसका नाम दिया, बोला सलीम था, सोनू था। चलो जो गलती करा उसके नहीं तो उठाएगा वो। तो कौन
गोली चलाया? तो क्या सोनू से आपकी बातचीत हुई?
नहीं, हमारा बातचीत नहीं हुआ।
घर नहीं आया
ना, घर भी नहीं आया।
The investigation behind the Jahangirpuri communal clash continues in full swing. To catch the perpetrators, the letter petition has been moved before the Chief Justice of India, N.V. Ramanna, to take suo motu cognizance of the riots. The lawyer has alleged that the Delhi police investigation so far has been partial, communal, and directly shielding the perpetrators of the riots. The petition has stated that this is the second time that riots have erupted in the capital city, and on both the occasions, only minority community members are being blamed. Meanwhile, lawyer Vineet Jindal has filed a plea in the Supreme Court seeking handing over the investigation to the National Investigation Agency to hunt down the links of the involvement of ISIS and other terrorist outfits. The plea states that the clashes broke out in 7 states during Hindu festivals of Ram Navami and Hanuman Jayanti.
Since past 10 days, we have seen different stone-plating incidents. 3 persons have been died, several thousands of persons have been injured severely. So the state police has been investigating this matter, but for this kind of matter, a specific purpose NIA has been formed. That's why I have filed a PIL to hand it over that investigation. So the investigation should be taken place in a complete manner, and the investigation should be completed as soon as possible, because this is an act of sovereignty of our country, and we have not been denied, because this is not a coincidence. As Ram Navami position and recently the Jahangirpuri incident on Hanuman Jayanti Yatra, which has happened. We have seen, and there is kind of question mark upon the timing of this incident. So in last 10 days, 7 cities have been affected and several people have been targeted. Ram Navami procession has been targeted. Hanuman Jayanti Yatra has been targeted.
Yeah.
So we are surely say that they are a hand of this kind of organization like PFI and ISIS connection should be there. So this kind of matter should be investigated by the NIA.
It's over. Delhi violence explodes as a full-blown war of words between the parties has erupted, calling for an NIA probe into these clashes. BJP MP Hansraj Hans has claimed that Jahangirpuri incident was an international conspiracy to defame India. This as MNS Chief Raj Thackeray calls for tit-for-tat response to such violent incidents. Meanwhile, AIMIM Chief Asaduddin Owaisi has targeted the Union Minister Amit Shah for the violence that erupted in the national capital. Asaduddin Owaisi has said that the clashes have become more common in Delhi after Shah took charge of the Home Ministry. In the violence that broke out on Saturday, 20 people, including the prime accused, have been arrested. 10 teams are now carrying out the investigation as the crime branch takes over the probe. Over 200 violence videos are currently being examined by the cops.
मैंने यही पाया कि पीछे कोई साजिश है, जैसे सीक्वेंस बना के पहले किसी और स्टेट में फिर कोई ना कोई हो सकता है विदेश से कोई ऐसा कोई नेगेटिव बैड एलिमेंट्स हैं जिनका काम है, उनका कोई धर्म नहीं होता, उनका कोई मजहब नहीं होता, जालिम का धर्म जुल्म होता है।
राजी, yesterday in Delhi प्रोसेशन हो रहा था हनुमान जयंती पे और स्टोन पेल्टिंग हुआ वो प्रोसेशन पे, उसको रास्ता
मुझे लगता है उनका ऐसी चीजों का जवाब वैसे ही देना चाहिए उन लोगों को, अदरवाइज उनको समझ में नहीं आएगा।
A day after Delhi Riots 2.0, the alleged key conspirators Ansar and Aslam Ali are nabbed by the police. Ansar is accused of triggering the scuffle while Aslam Ali allegedly opened fire at the Yatra. The pistol allegedly used by Ali has been recovered. A cop too was injured in the alleged firing by Ali.
इधर से सामने पथराव हो रहा था, उधर के तरफ मुंह करके खड़े थे उनको रोकने के लिए। वो दूसरे वाले दूसरे साइड में खड़े थे, वो उनके बीच में खड़े थे
जी। तो उस वक्त आपको गोली लग चुकी थी?
हाँ, गोली सामने से आई, जो लगने के बाद फिर मैं हॉस्पिटल चले गया। पहले मस्जिद पे वहाँ शुरू हुआ था, वहाँ बहस हुई थी, बहस फिर बाद में झगड़े में बदल गई, पथराव शुरू हुआ।
Families of the accused though have rubbished the allegations and claim that Ali has been falsely implicated.
जब पत्थरबाजी हुआ था तब आपका पति था?
सोया था इधर घर में।
सोया था? वो पत्थर वहाँ पे नहीं गया था?
नहीं गया था।
तो पुलिस को आपने बोला था?
नहीं बोला था, मैं सो गई, वो उठा के ले चले। बाद में सुबह से बोला था रात में ये तुम्हारा पति के उठा के ले गई, तो मैं उसी से बारे थाने में आई थी।
पहले आपके पति को कभी अरेस्ट किया था पुलिस?
नहीं है,
पहली बार अरेस्ट किया।
Meanwhile, CCTV footage reveals another instance of shooting. Police are now trying to identify the shooter. Images show pistols, stones, bottles and swords were used in the clashes. BJP leader Kapil Mishra has called the violence a terror attack. He claims that people involved in Northeast Delhi riots in 2020 are the same who are involved in this latest violence.
ताहिर हुसैन से, खालिद सैफी से, उमर खालिद से, सबसे इनके कनेक्शन है। जब जहांगीरपुरी के आतंकी हमले की जांच हो रही है, तब अंसार के और बाकी अपराधियों के दिल्ली दंगों के क्या कनेक्शन थे, उसकी जांच भी जरूर की जानी चाहिए।
The police say the situation is under control now, but the clashes have raised some serious questions. Why were people in the Shobha Yatra allowed to carry swords? Why was the Yatra, which passed through a communally sensitive area, not given enough police deployment? Bureau Report, India Today.